Okay, let me see if my volume's up. Let me turn it up some. Let me check and see if I got. Okay. Oh, honest. Um, I'm not going to rush this, but I'm not going to be on here too long. And the reason being is right now the kids are outside. I'm pretty sure they're going to be coming in pretty soon. But as stated earlier, I had said I was going to come back on, and this is going to be a little short story time um, live. Okay. And okay, so let me get the intro out the way. Ohana's. We are family. I got all my sisters and brothers and me. We are family. Mm. Get up, everybody, and dance, dance. We are family. You know why? Because I said so. Okay, I was on earlier, and I'm just going to get it started. If anybody come on here, like, share, hit the notification. Sharing is caring, inviting is right. I had stated that I was going to come back on. I like to talk about different things. I don't like to sound like a broken record. I was putting up groceries and showing you what I had purchased today on online shopping blog Aldi's, and also um, I just download the Family Dollars and the Dollar General app too because I'm learning a lot of different things as far as couponing, and I'm not a coupon, I know how to bargain, but I'm talking about with the technology that we live in, this world, tech world. And so I download the Dollar General and the Family Dollar. I'll make sure I'm saying them right. And so I know on Saturdays Dollar General have sales. So I'm learning this. I'm talking about major sales. Like I think if you go in there and buy $25 worth of items, merchandise, whatever, you get $5 off. I know that. But that's just a little something, something. I said I was going to come back on here and what I left off talking about. And I remember I said, if I don't remember, I can go back on the live. I was talking about how sometimes when you lose a loved one and no one's there for you, this is not going to be an emotional story time. I can see the kids outside running, so I got a window right there. But I said I was going to come back on here and talk about it. There's a difference between mourning and grieving. And take this gum out my mouth because I don't want to be rude. I'll be popping in and all that stuff. This is some an amazing lemonade raspberry um, juice. So what would you call it? Lemon raspberry or raspberry lemon? However, tastes amazing. So what made me talk about that was I bring up stuff. You never know what I'm gonna talk about, but I'm talking about things that come on, let's be real, life, okay? I was talking about how expensive grocery was, and then I was talking about my daughter. And the reason why I brought her up is because oftentimes when you go through a lot of emotional trauma, it leads you to be a certain way. People, let's be mindful. I'm just saying. And I said, you know what? I was talking about how I dealt with the losing my mom. That's what I was about to say, but I cut it off. And I said, I'm going to come back with a topic. And this is a story. Oh, this tastes amazing. I done lost a lot of loved ones, of course. And I had a pleasure of knowing, honor to know my grandmother on my dad's side and my great grandmother. Okay. hmm And for what I know, she lived to be 108, maybe older. because my dad was saying back then, let me see, I got to turn this light on my phone. I don't know why I do this. Yeah, okay, there we go. I shine some light on the subject. My dad said back then, they probably didn't have birth certificates and all that, social security cards. Get to the point, girl. So she lived to be 108, and his mom, which was my grandmother, she lived to be 93, 95. My mom's mother, ooh, 53, I want to say. I'm almost certain. And my grandpa, he had to been in his 60s, okay? So I'm talking about loved ones. I'm a fast forward because, like I said, I'm pretty sure we all done lost a loved one or two. And the reason why I started talking about this is because a friend called me and he said something to me before we got off the phone yesterday. And what he said was, my son came to visit. Okay. Is there a glare? Okay. And he wanted to speak to him. My friend wanted to speak to my son. And I say this, my son is the oldest. He's very tall, but he's still my baby. He was asleep, and I touched his head, and I said, whatever you're going through, he was asleep. And I pray over you, whatever your situation is. This is me talking about my son. Excuse me. Oh, my eye watering. Okay, so I'm not crying, just eye watering. So he talked to him for a long time. What they talked about, I don't know and don't care because I was in my room and they was in the living room. I took the phone in there, and so when I got the phone back, he said, "You know what I talked to your son about? You." Mm-hmm. And he said how he should be more active in my life because of what I'm doing, raising his child. Okay, don't get on here with that. I need money too. What the heck? Can you at least get on my live and speak? That's crazy. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I'm just down to earth, transparent. Don't get somebody just got on my live and said I need money. Well, you know what I do too. Matter of fact, you can go over there on my community wall, and I'm not trying to be sarcastic, okay? And check out my registry because I said earlier my daughter's homeless. I done told the whole story about that. You can look at the live, and if anybody knows, they done prayed and everything. My daughter was missing for 6 months. That's not the segment. I done talked about that. I'm talking about what my friend said. Is who okay? Why is people getting on here being rude? What the heck? Let me tell you something, and this is the truth. I don't know if this is your segment. If it ain't, keep it pushing. But I'm going to say this. Do not repeat. And I'm pretty sure it's going to happen often. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to delete you. Get on my lives with some crazy stuff, okay? Now, that's crazy, okay? I'm talking about something that can help someone that might be going through something, okay? People are going through things. And that's stuff like this. Just like this is why the world is so jacked the hell up. Anywho, your energy, bye. This is positive realm over here. So anyhow, I'm going to continue. He said, now two people got on here saying some faulty stuff. Okay? Repeat. Ohana family That's my group's subs name, and I seen the intro. We are family, and again, I'm not for everyone. You know what? Keep it pushing. What is wrong with people? You know what? This is the thing. This is what's wrong with people. Too judgmental. People going around. They can look at all this crazy stuff. The same guy. I'm gonna get to what I'm saying. That said what he said to me about my son, he was the same one that said, why do they allow certain things that people do on social media? This is a man, and what I'm talking about, inappropriate stuff. Okay? But us, me, the ones that are doing right, this is not no judging segment, okay? This is real talk over here. This is positive over here, and anybody can discuss something. I don't put nobody's name on it. I'm not no messy Bessie, okay? So, again, if you don't want to hear what I have to say, keep it pushing. Don't get on here saying nothing, okay? Nothing. A lot of people was not raised this way either. People get out here in this world and just act any kind of way. You can't blame it. Yeah, it starts at home. I'm tired of hearing that. Because you know what? People got their own minds. Just like I said this. I'm talking about my daughter, okay? She have her own mind. At one point in time, she did. But she has mental issues, so she don't have her own mind. She has multiple, okay? So what I was saying was the same friend. Get on people's stuff and just go haywire. That's ridiculous. Anywho, bye. And I ain't talking about bye Felicia either. So I put positive stuff, scriptures, motivating stuff, cooking. I talk about different topics. I talk about things I know. I don't know everything, but if I know something, I know something. And then if 1 minute that someone feels that I'm saying something out of the way, you can say, wait a minute, in a nice way. That's not how it goes. Okay, your opinion is yours, mine is mine. Anywho, let me finish. Story time. And you tell stories because oftentimes when you have people that subscribe to you, what is this woman about? You can't be no different than a celebrity. Okay? You be all up in their business knowing what they doing from A to B. Oh, just like somebody's pregnant, and if they don't show that they're pregnant and tell people that they're pregnant, when the baby due, they messy. No, you're messy. Because a person, just because they famous, don't have to put their whole business out there. Whole business out there. Okay, so again, we all done lost loved ones, and I said I was gonna get back on here and talk about this topic. Story time. When my mom passed away, January the 20th, 2014. 10 days before my birthday, okay? You probably done heard this. For those of you have, okay. If you haven't, okay. I'm trying to get a point across. I was talking about mourning, grieving, okay? I done talked about diabetes, high blood pressure. I done talked about kidneys. Not all the way. I didn't get to the sleep apnea stuff. I know a lot. I used to work with people, okay? Terminally ill patients, people that had cancer, okay? Certified nurse's assistant, foster mom at one point. That's not that segment either. I'm talking about people not knowing how to cope after losing a loved one, breaking up. It could be, been with somebody so long, ain't nobody passed away, but your heart hurts and all this stuff. So when my mom passed away, as I was saying, back to the topic at hand, January 2014, the 20th of January, 10 days before my birthday, laid her to rest, my mom, the 31st of January, and my uncle, which was her oldest brother, passed away the same day we laid my mom to rest. When that happened to me, I didn't understand nothing. And probably didn't want to. People are so cruel. Because how I found out, They put it on Facebook. Why do people got to go to Facebook and stuff like that to tell people stuff? I mean, I get it. If you don't know nobody's number or you haven't heard from nobody, go on their messenger, inbox them. Okay, that's how I found out my mom passed away. Somebody, my cousin, she's rest her soul too, put it on Facebook, and so I'm just waking up. And when I woke up, I don't just get on my phone. I don't know. I don't just get on my phone. I do my routine, drink my coffee, let my brain wake up. Because right about now, I'm saying something that's important. I don't need nobody getting on here saying nothing crazy, okay? 2 people already done got timed out, and I could do it again. So, without a doubt, I don't need a mod. Okay, I know how to delete, block, time out. Okay, I will do that. I have no problem with that. People grow up. Grow up. Please. If you do not like what I'm saying, don't listen. Keep it pushing. I'm not for everyone, but I'm for a lot. Because I'm sure everybody, one point in time in their life, done lost someone. So anyhow, back to it. I lost my mom. Felt like I lost my mind. And I'm going to show you how things can work. I had went to the doctors and I needed to go back to a 3-month follow-up appointment. As I said, I have Graves' disease. When I went and I told my doctor what had happened, I broke down. My oldest daughter, her husband, and granddaughter was about to move. And they had asked me, did I want to move with them? I moved with them to Florida. I'm sure you how messed up I was. I had to apologize to my daughter. And I'm going to turn some light on because it's getting darker. Dang, it got dark quick. Hold on, y'all. I'm still here, but just bear with me. I got to turn my phone up. I'm sorry. I got to turn on some light. Shed some light on the subject. Okay. It's humid today. It started off kind of nippy. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, everyone. Time is of the essence. So, anywho, they was moving to Florida. And they asked me, did I want to move? So when I went to my doctor's, I had told them my mom passed away January 20th. Okay, I already said that, and I'm not going to keep saying it. And so sometimes I like to recap because somebody been there and said, what's she talking about? If you want to know, please, if you want to, you go to the beginning of the live once it ends. My oldest daughter was so supportive of me. At the time, she was staying with me, living with me, excuse me. Her and her husband, they had their own room, the whole 9 yards. I had a 3-bedroom townhome, 2 full baths, one in the hall, one in my room. And they had 2 rooms that they can, make one theirs and one the baby, or however, storage or whatever. I told them what happened, my doctor, that is. And I just broke down. I broke down. And I told him my daughter was moving. And he seen that my daughter was the big time supportive of me. I mean, I had suffered from depression and anxiety, and she was there for me. True story. My story. So we left. This is the thing. He wrote a note so I could give my landlord to give to the corporate, so I wouldn't have to pay the full amount of money that I owe, because my lease wasn't up until September, October of that year, 2014. So I owed like maybe $1,800 or so, or whatever. We left April the 29th, 2014. and we moved to Jacksonville, Florida. I lived in Florida before: Bradenton, Sarasota, St. Pete, Tampa, all of that, Hillsborough County. My kid's father's from Daytona Beach. But anywho, I got there and I felt so lost, confused, didn't know what to do. Now, got there on the 29th of April because we flew, of course, same day. Loved it. 2 months came around. I still wasn't happy. I felt confused, lost. So, July the 8th, I'm pretty good with dates, of that same year, 2014, I came back to the state where my mom was because she had passed away. And that was the biggest mistake ever. Once I get to see how things end up working out. I'm saying sometimes you do be lost. Sometimes it is a mental thing. Sometimes my mom had a kind of, I would say maybe a nervous breakdown when her mother passed away. My mom got real depressed and sad and stuff like that. And I was in a dark place. I wasn't in a good relationship. Well, actually, it wasn't no relationship, to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest, y'all. It wasn't. It had been over with. But sometimes you just hang in there because you're trying to be loyal to somebody that ain't loyal to you. I'm just being real, okay? Being real. That's what you get from me right here. This is my life, okay? So I came back, and that was the biggest mistake I had ever made from 2014. When I first came back, August, September, October, November. 4 months was okay. Then this when other stuff started happening with people passing away in our family. I don't want to get through all that. I'm just trying to get to a little bit of the story I'm saying. 2014 until 2018. So that was about 4 years? My life was hell. But I pushed through it in a sense because I blame myself. My daughter was helping me. See, be honest about it. She was helping me, but I was so, and I really was, and she knows this, mentally not there as far as my mom not living. I took care of my mom, okay? She was really sick. I took care of her. I would go to her house, make sure she get in her wheelchair, didn't fall, her instant, and everything, and make sure she, when the transportation people came, they knew me. They knew me at the dialysis place. I was that daughter, okay? And just broke my heart. But I went through hell those 4 years. The year before I moved in here, but it was that same year, 2017, I said, you know what? Snap out of it. But you got to let yourself go through something to pull yourself out of it. I'm skipping, but I'm saying this because, you know, kids be coming in and out. I'm looking at the door. It's so hot in here. But anyhow, I went through it. And I apologized to my daughter, my oldest one, because she was there for me. And I felt like I didn't let her down, but me leaving, I don't know. I didn't do nothing to her, but I just still apologized because I was just all over the place. And my baby was there for me, my oldest daughter, that is. And It's almost like me leaving. I should have stayed there, but I was so not there. If y'all know what I'm talking about, comment down below. Comment down below. It's almost like I was a runner. I was trying to run away from the problem that was still there. And it was my mom's not here, but I didn't know how to deal with it because, hey, who's experienced something like that? If you never experienced it, you never experienced it, and you don't know how you're going to act. 2017, June the 18th, on Father's Day. That was a Sunday. Look it up. I got good dates, okay? My husband, and I'm saying it for a reason. I've been married twice, but that was the only man that should have been my husband. That was the only man that really loved me. That was the only man in my heart, mind, soul, never coming to surface. And I never thought of it, that cheated on me, that hurted me. When he passed away, my kids, that's when the brokenness started. My babies were broken. So I'm saying, I don't even think I mourned at that point in time because I was so in distraught with being there for my children. And if I cried because the beginning, but I'm talking about the emotion. I was just so focused on trying to help with the preparations and all this, that, and the third. And so June the 18th, 2017. So July, August, September, October. 5 months passed, my life changed. And I would say in a positive way. I released everything that wasn't no good to me. I released everything that didn't mean me no good. Dead weight. Okay. Let me say this. People are narcissistic. Okay. When you are with someone, repeat. When you are with someone, repeat. When you are with someone and you know you true to the core, and your Lord and Savior up above is the only person that looks down upon you and see what you do on a daily basis, I ain't letting him down. Okay? I had to declutter my life because I had the weight of somebody on my shoulders that didn't mean me no good. I had the weight of someone, a man, on my shoulder that didn't care about nobody but himself. I had the weight of somebody on my shoulder that I was trying to be loyal to, like I was the wife to that person. Didn't mean me no good. This is my truth, okay? So I woke up. And when I woke up, okay? So when I woke up, that's when I started working on staying focused, eating healthier, losing weight. At this time, I had high blood pressure, real bad, okay? For stress of other people, me allowing other people to cause stress. I passed by 3 years of what I went through. I didn't get all into that, okay? I'm getting to the root of how somebody can go through something, didn't have support, but from afar, because as I stated earlier, my friend that I can call right to this day was there for me. So that's why I need to stop saying, because I sometimes forget that. I didn't have nobody. I had somebody from afar, but somebody in the local state or in the in front of me. Even like I said earlier, there's different ways to support people. I don't want nobody's money. Take it to the funeral home, okay? Go there. Drop off the flowers. See, people mess it up for the others. If someone passed away and someone got their hands out like cups, first off, you're not supposed to. But second off, if you want to contribute or help, take it to the funeral home. They apply it towards your bill, the flowers, set them up in the thing when it's time for everybody to come in there. I didn't want nothing, didn't ask for nothing, and didn't nobody give either. I'm saying. And so he said, my friend, that is, did anybody come over and give you a hug? He said, did anybody come over and fix you something to eat? Because you remember back in the days, my mom done it. She was an amazing cook, and my aunties and stuff like that. When someone passed away, you ain't got to worry about nothing. They got the food cooked. You got the book when people come through, the guest book. You got flowers going to the funeral home. You got the views of the bodies and everything. People knew how to act. Now, don't nobody know you. Just like I had made a statement. When my daughter went missing, everybody act like they was so concerned. No, they wasn't. I'm just saying, and it's the truth, okay? There's a reason why. A smidget. But they was being nosy because the same ones that act like they was concerned girl, how you doing? You hear anything? And I ain't tell nobody nothing either. I came on here and tell my Ohana family what's going on, and it's the truth. Facebook, no. There's too many nosy people that's on there that knows me. And I put a statement on there. Don't be calling my daughter 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning asking about something. Whatever is wrong, could you wait for a decent hour to, come to someone 10 o'clock in the morning? The same thing on the stand. You calling me while I'm in the bed asleep, my brain's still sleeping. I'm answering the phone. Typically, when somebody call you 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you know what time it is, right? I got a blessing. I was a military wife. At the age of 18, I was a military girlfriend. But at the age of 19, I was a wife, okay? That was the only man, I'm saying it, that meant good by me. My kids know he loved his children, me. He didn't want nobody to hurt me. He was my protector. He helped me escape my abusers, attackers. I done told that story. I ain't finished and I ain't got into all that. That ain't this segment. But I'm just saying, I still hurt from that because now that I'm going through these things with a few of my children, who do I have? Hold on, I'm taking it with me. That's my granddaughter. She's ringing the doorbell, but let me tell you something. I don't leave my doors open. I'm coming, baby. Hold on. Big girl? Yeah. Okay. Come on. Ooh, it's dark in here. You fine? Hey, let me tell you something. It's getting to be lighter. You did good. You coming in here, you smell that bleach? It smells good. Yeah. But you do need to get this up. Y'all, I'm down to earth, okay? Look at down here. Excuse me, what was I about to say? Okay, go ahead. Wash your hands, baby. And then you need to get started with getting your school things together, precious. Okay, sugar pie. So, I'm on the live, though. Just thought I'd let you know. So, with all that happening, I had to get myself together. Timing is everything. As I said, I started eating healthier. I was living with my youngest daughter, and I didn't have what you call prideful moment, but I used to say, "Oh my goodness, uh, and I never imagined in a million years that I was gonna have to live with any of my children at that point in time." I was in my 40s. Okay, I'm 58 today in this present moment. I have been on my own, taking care of myself. Started when I was 14 because I was being responsible. All in 17, 18. Mm-hmm. And this ain't no lie. This ain't no took care of. Yes, I did. And siblings. Me and my kid's father used to take my brother, my younger sister. If they was on here, they'd say, "Yes, you tell the truth, sister." Everywhere. But what I'm getting to is when that happened, when that happened, you couldn't tell me nothing. My mom and my kid's father and my brother. My brother's life was cut short 4 years. Oh no, wait, 3 years before my mom's. Okay, and he was so young. He was 34, 35, something like that. That broke my heart. My only brother, my baby brother. It broke my mom's heart. Her only boy. She had 4 girls. I have one son and I have 3 daughters. We have had a lot of girls in our family at that point in time. I think we still do. But my son is the first boy born into our family, period. On my mom and my dad's, as far as the grandchildren, because my dad, um, my brother, we adopted, but he's my brother. Okay, he had our last name and everything. We changed his name and stuff. It's legal. When December came of that year, 2017, after my kid's father passed away, I was done with foolishness. Hmm. At that point in time, I was done with foolishness. And I had to meditate to stay focused. I started eating healthier, walking, exercising. My phone would go off at night. I didn't want it on. I didn't want to hear no little notifications or nothing. I would turn it off. I had it underneath my pillow or just turned it off. And I was living with my daughter, like I said, my youngest daughter, and my oldest daughter. And I'm coming back to Florida because what happened to her dad. So 2 vehicles at the residence where I reside, and I didn't want nobody to take me nowhere. They would have. Matter of fact, I could have used the vehicle. So that segment is, "Oh, your family wouldn't let you drive." No, they would. Matter of fact, they would have took me, or here's the keys. Okay, I have license. I just ain't got no vehicle. So I started walking. And when I started walking, it was clearing my head, my mind, my thoughts. I would walk because where my daughter lived at was nothing but amenities. And when I tell you amenities, she lived around a gym, $1.25 tree. Now that it was Dollar Tree then, Joann's, J.C. Penney's, Dick's Sporting Good, Payless Shoe Store, and Target. So I done named all that. Then across the street from where she lived, you got Phillips 66. You have like a little uh walk-in brand new facility, doctor's office, mattress firm. You had the steak place. You had a place for healthy vitamins and minerals and supplements. Then we had the auto parts store, Quick Trip, Walmart, on down the ways, the little ways, and if you want to, if people could, there was the mall. So I'm saying all that to say I walked And that helped me. I have always been responsible, but it helped me get back into my positive realm of who I was. And when I did that, I had a blessing come my way. I'm in the place right now. My credit was bad. Bad. And this for me allowing myself to let someone take me down that road. I'm testifying it's the truth. I wish somebody would say I was lying. I don't care if they on here. I ain't using no name. Disclaimer. I'm not messy, but this is my story. Okay? And if they feel deep down in their soul that I'm telling a lie, then they a lie. Because everything I say, there's proof. Proof. Okay? I don't have to lie about nothing. I ain't going to, and I ain't gonna start. Okay? When I focused and got myself on track and took that weight off of me, who the hell take care of a fully grown man that ain't your husband? Now, if they're your husband, you can give and take, right? Or you can support them, they can support you, right? That's not me trying to squeeze blood out of a turnip from him and vice versa. But when you're not married to someone and you acting like you a wife or a husband to that person and they disrespect you, that's a whole different ball game, baby. So the self-esteem for what happened to me in my second marriage and another long-term relationship, I would never be with no one and I'm not married to them, or you don't propose and we walking down the aisle. Furthermore, I want you living with me. That was a big mistake. Selfish. You see that a woman's going through something, lost her mom, and then the only thing you want to say, and I'm gonna say this because it's true. You left me here and went to Florida. Are you crazy? Now, right now, the name callings come in. I'm not saying it on here, but are you crazy? I just lost my mom. My daughter was supporting me. You show what? Because at the time you decided to be homeless. My daughter supported me. And my stupid self came back here. That's why I said I went through hell. And went back around that situation. But God allowed me to go through that to make sure I didn't go through it no more. And I tell you, baby, I ain't and haven't and won't. Okay? No. Mm-mm. Moral to the story, be in your truth. Despite how somebody might feel. No, don't be messy. Don't go up there lying or stirring around things. I always have been like this. I have to answer to this one up here, upstairs, right here. God, I'm not going to sit up here and lie on nobody. I tell my kids all the time. I tell my granddaughter, don't ever lie on somebody, especially a man. Don't put your age up or nothing. But when someone tries to manipulate you and they see that you're vulnerable, you're going through something, you lose a loved one, and they can't support you, and then you sit up there and say, you left me and went to Florida. You know how ignorant that sounds? That's a heartless person. Yeah, I went to Florida. I went to be with my daughter, and I ended up having to apologize to her because I brought myself back here. Because at that time, when my mom passed away, I probably didn't want to even touch my own skin. That was let me see. Left April 29th. So about 3 months. And you trying to tell me, oh, you left me and went to Florida. Boy, we weren't even together. But I was trying to be a loyal friend. That's a whole ball game in itself. The moral to the story, the reason why I brought it up is because I allowed myself to, no, God, I'm going to say that, allow me to go through it, pull me through it. And who am I going to turn my back on? I ain't going to turn my back on him at all. So I stayed focused. I was around the love of my life, helping my kids with their ill dad. And that right there in itself gave me peace because I was there helping. That's the man that I loved. That's the man that loved me. I got 4 kids by that man. He was my husband. Should have been my only. Okay. When a person pass on, I had mentioned this before, and then I'm gonna conclude this live because I'm gonna help my granddaughter get things prepared for school tomorrow. She can do it herself, but I still like to be involved. And if someone did something to you, I mentioned this a couple of days ago, go talk to them about what they did to you. Because if not, you are going to live with the regret of not speaking up. That's happened to me. That's why I was saying I started talking about how I escaped my abuser and attacker, okay? My truth. I was dreaming. I was having dreams. And I don't like telling people my dreams, but I kept having dreams. I said, why is this happening? Hell, this happened 41 years ago. I was 17, okay? I hope I'm doing the math right. I'm almost certain. I was 17, I'm 58. So if I ain't doing the math right, I said, girl, you didn't do that math right. You figure it out for me, right? Thank you. But I 41 years ago. And I kept having the dream. And I said, why am I having this dream? The person had passed away. He was in the military too. He was not my boyfriend, okay? And even if it is your boyfriend, don't get nobody a right to try to beat you, rape you, take from you, or nothing. In a sexual realm or in a mental way there's a lot of ways that you can be sexually attacked. And I live with that. And I'm talking about it now, but not getting into the deep depths of it. And I want to know why. So I'm saying to you, I don't care. I don't care. It's for you. If you get that off your heart, regardless if you get the answer or the apology that you're getting, you being brave, you speaking up about what someone did to you. This man was on this other platform talking about how he was bullied, teased, said he was this, that, and the third, had ADHD. I spoke about this a couple of days in my video too. He said all his life, that's all he heard. So I comment on the video because he's he speaks about it now. Like, I guess he travels with it. And I said, oh my goodness. It was like it was speaking to me. And I said, I've been bullied, teased, mocked, abused in so many ways you can name. And I said, I did not have a voice. This is what I said. And for a person to come back and respond and said these words, you have a voice now. That person said that. I don't know this person. They don't know me. So that's why I'm saying you have a voice, speak it. When you're young, you don't know which way to start. You don't know if you can say it. You don't know if you say it. There. That's why people keep things in, because they don't know if no one's going to believe them. And if you do tell someone, which in fact I did, nothing happened. That man could have got his rank taken. He could have got put in the military jail, prison, or whatever, because what he did to me. He was an E6, a staff sergeant. I was 17. I don't care if I was 21. You don't force yourself upon no one. Dang, I'm spitting bars. 21. You don't force yourself upon no one. So on that note, I'm not going to get into details of that. I can talk about that another day. Story times is therapeutic. I saw someone say on their live the other day, and this is why I said too, when you share things with people and then people respond to you and say, why do people put their business out there? Think about it. Okay? Think about it. You don't have to tell people everything, but think about it. I'm not the only one. You're not the only one. Everybody, people that's on TV, people that's in the news, people that's big content creators, people that is rich, famous, whatever. We be in their business. Just like you remember soap operas, they call them stories. Yeah, because it's not like a gossip thing. Oh my goodness, you saw what he did to her. You what? Oh, I wouldn't have thought it. I was all in. Young and Restless, Search for Tomorrow, As the World Turned, all those. One Life to Live, General Hospital. So, Ohana's, I love everyone. I truly do. If I help with what I'm saying, maybe not, maybe do. But I will say this, people need to be mindful. Don't just get on people's stuff and say the negative things. You don't know what someone has been through, going through, and you saying some of the most horrific stuff, or it don't even have to be horrific. It could be the smallest thing, and somebody's just about to have a snap moment, mental breakdown. Don't do that. So, Hannah, we are family. You know why? Because I said so.